Hello everyone! We're on the correct screen! Yay! Welcome to episode 3. Holy crap, we're on episode 3 of BitCast, the unofficial Vodcast. So yeah, I'm gonna throw it over to my co-hosts and they can say hi.
Hello, I'm Tel. You know who I am. I'm no longer in debt. Things are looking good.
I'm Shocktor, and I am also no longer in debt, and things are good in Region 1.
Things are quiet?
Things
Nice.
are
I'm not
quiet.
starting any wars again last
No
time?
one's starting any wars.
Okay. Good.
It's important.
And hi, I am Ember, also known as emberKat, and welcome. I'm from Region 3, and I've never been in debt. That's questionable. So, yeah, welcome. this episode is going to be a little bit light. It might be not as long as...
slacking.
Yeah, we're slacking. Not as long as our normal episodes. Well, I mean, just get right into it. We were waiting for the monthly patch. Monthly patch has now been delayed until September 4th. After that, I'm sure we'll have plenty more to talk about. But yeah, I think first and foremost, before we actually get into things, I would like to make a small announcement, because some things have happened, and a lot of people are probably already knowing what I'm gonna say. We got the email, and Shock and I are officially now BitCraft partners. Yay!
Yep.
So
I can't clap. I don't have hands.
We join the.
That's
join
good.
the club.
yeah.
Yeah.
Join
It's
the
on
club
time.
with Bell.
I think they are going to start slowing down the partner applications, is what they kind of... So you kind of snuck in there right at the end there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Do
But-
you have your badge?
I don't have it just
Did you
yet.
Oh, you didn't have the badge?
No.
Oh.
I'll probably add mine tonight because I didn't get it until today, so
Yep.
I
Yeah.
haven't had a chance to
Yeah.
add it.
I was thinking, because we could officially, because all three of us are partners, we could officially have the badge.
Yes, you can.
True.
Exactly.
It's good. Yeah, just right up there.
Yep. So
right
next
Or
episode.
there.
Well, somewhere
it's-
along those lines.
There's some space.
But yeah, so let's get into what's been happening this week. Seeing that, nothing huge on the patch side, but maybe something was huge that happened. I heard Tel got out of debt.
Yeah, so I'm out of debt. I got the clue. But more importantly, we finished up work on an automated codex sheet. If anyone's used my codex sheet before, the codex bidum, which has all of the the resources that you need for a specific tier. Now I have me and Magnus, and we worked on it further, and we got it working. So you can now plug in your claim ID, do a little magic, and it will automatically spit out the totals that you need for your settlement codexes. And we made it so it's distributed like for anyone, so anyone can set it up for themselves. That was really exciting.
I just
Very cool.
put the video link to Tel's video and how to use the spreadsheet in chat. So if anyone hasn't already seen it, then go ahead and click that button.
Yeah, so it's that one sheet with all the red numbers on it. But now it'll pull from your chests automatically. You can choose which chests that you want to do. There's also a toggle for stalls and stuff like that. I'm chatting with Nilinka, who also worked on the sheet, and we're going to look at maybe adding some configuration options so people can choose which line items they want to show as well.
So tell me, how though did that, like, you were working with the API, like what's a little bit of the under the hood of the sheet?
So it uses Google Apps Script, which is terrible because it doesn't work sometimes, but we managed to get it working in a way that is good. And the way that we managed, first of all, we used to pull from using an auth token, like your player auth token. You can pull using a webhook, pull from Spacetime database automatically, right, to get all the information. And then what we did was to filter it down is what you do is you add a prefix to your chest to say this is a chest that you want to look at. So for example, we add the letters CDX, so CDX bricks and CDX this and that, and then it'll automatically pull it. All we had to do to change it to be modular for other people as well was instead use the BitJita API. So James has set up an API so anyone can use the data on BitJita and pull like the information and stuff without having to have an auth token, because he has obviously got a bunch of alts on different servers that let him load the information, which is expensive, and not everyone can do that. So now we're using that, and it's awesome, and very thankful that we have James, who's just made everything open source like that for everyone to to use, because those tools can be really powerful, and it's a bad thing if it's not public, because even though it's public, it's also locked behind technical knowledge. So it's a good thing that it's very, very open.
Yeah, I've personally been using the sheet now. The only problem I think I had with it is I clogged the data at one point by adding 200 of something one at a time. I did like 200 of something in a stall, and it kind of bogged.
Is that the manual one? The automatic one shouldn't matter.
It did. It did not update after 5 minutes. It updated after, I think, like 30 minutes.
That would be because if it doesn't update automatically, it's usually because BitCheat is not updating. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, no, it works great. The only thing I'd have to say I have a little complaint about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It doesn't track potions. So when I was making like the leather.
That's been fixed in the latest copy. Make another copy.
Perfect. Okay. Because I put it back in the box, and poor Hrothgar had to do buckets and pitch 3-4 times because it kept.
So
and I was like, oh
we
no.
we track the buckets, the pitch, the pre-made potion. Like for the insane people who make potions and don't make the actual refined, there was a gap where it's like, yeah. So that has been resolved. Just make a new copy and then set it up again, and then you're done.
Perfect.
I have not had an opportunity to test it yet. I was still using the manual one, and I only found out.
Dude, it saves me. I haven't even been logging in because it's so cathartic to have it automatically update that I don't feel like I need to do inventory. I'm slacking. I'm slacking because it's just like so nice. Because if you look at the old ones for a Toadman, it's literally just Teloril log, Teloril log, Teloril log, Teloril log, Teloril log.
Nice.
So if you're like disappeared, we'll just be like, yeah, he's kicked back in his seat on a lily pad somewhere, sipping a mojito.
Yep.
But yeah, so anything else? How did you get out of debt? Was it just grinding market?
Yeah, I started instead of just working on the claim, I worked on the market and stuff. So I just been doing a lot of chemical alchemy, like alchemist, buying seeds, getting fish oil, combining it. There's a market for that, and especially in Dragon's Head because everyone's gambling. And while the gambler can be really lucrative, you need a big. It's kind of like poker, right? You need to have a big amount of money to start with before it becomes viable. So instead, I'm just selling resources to the gamblers, and then they. That's a good intermediate craft. It's what I used to do in Final Fantasy and stuff too. Don't sell the high ticket items. Sell the intermediate items to make the high tickets. Right.
Supply and demand.
That's how you can get some pretty good money.
So, Shock, tell me what have you been up to?
So in the game we built a very big road. It goes to the ocean. We finally had have a path to the ocean.
Did you build a farm across it?
A what across it?
Farm.
Oh, a farm. Oh, yes. Yeah, make sure we put the farm as far away as we possibly could, just to make the farmers sad. No, but I did actually put a farm on our side of the river now, so farmers rejoice. We have
yay!
Actual,
that's so funny.
He no longer hates you. Yay!
Believe it.
So yeah, that's something good. We built a road and also another settlement. That the place I originally wanted to build our main settlement, the person must have left, and their settlement degraded to nothing, and so I plopped down a new settlement there, and now I'm happy. We have one on either side of the road now. So
cool. Yeah, we're having settlement issues because Dragon's Head has been just really popular. A lot of people are trying to capitalize on that. So it's kind of like Civilization kind of thing. It's just everything is popping up. There's less natural resources. It's kind of right. I don't hate it. I think it's an organic, but there's a really big claim called the Alchemist, and they have just flattened the place to pull up literally hundreds of smelters. It's It's
Wow.
an interesting allegory to real life, actually, but it's a little frustrating because we can't really do anything about it. So,
yeah. And I've heard Region 5 is like very very used, very civilized, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's why everything's so expensive. As frustrating as the market can be, and it's a little bit imbalanced in times and stuff like that, where the economy isn't quite healthy. I actually think that is kind of interesting as well, because it's still, even today, it's like if you go to another region, you can arbitrage because you bring your cold hard American region $5 over to the to region 1 with pesos, and you can get a lot of value out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
And thanks to Bitjita, you can actually see the prices before you head over.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Yeah, we're not quite as civilized. Well, civilized is not really the word I'm looking for, but settled.
Industrialized.
Maybe. Yeah, industrialized. That's it. So I saw a quote, someone saying they went up to Region 9 and they felt like they were in the outback. They were
in the boonies.
In the boonies, and completely like everything was untouched. So.
So yeah, other than building your road and hating your farmers less now, any new drama updates? Everything's chill.
Everything seems good in Region 1. No wars, no major issues that I've seen. It's been, the desert has been resettled by several different empires, so it's good. It used to all be one.
Yeah, that's cool.
So now it's a patchwork and looks good. Everyone seems.
It's really hard to live there, but now that people have the hots and stuff like that, yeah.
Right. Yep. Yeah. I still have to get my heart. I bring a lot of tea with me when I go to the desert. Other than that, I still have to get my cooling heart. The cooling capacitor.
I haven't
also very expensive.
I haven't even started my upgrades.
Yeah. Third world countries, all of you regions.
Yes.
Underdeveloped.
Yes. Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Well, but speaking of developing though, I was slowly creeping in on.
So good at that. Just like transitions every single time. Yeah. Okay. Go
on. Started actually. We're at like 50% to tier 6 now. So
cool.
Yeah, I need to actually like sit down, really go through the grind. It was just like I spent. I want to say probably a good 2 hours looking on the market for like the rare resources and did not find any. So I'm probably gonna have to.
The rares are no longer on the market. People have like remember when we started the game, they used to sell for 1. Animal hair used to sell for 1.
Yep.
Yep.
I bet you feel like an idiot for missing on that Bitcoin opportunity for not buying hundreds of them.
I know, right?
It is actually crazy. It has gotten to the point where it's simply just you just want to farm it yourself, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at. We have all this like settlement funding, and I was like, oh, I'll just use it to buy the rares and help with the upgrades. And nope, there's just it's not.
Yeah, and so it doesn't go as far as you wish it would.
Well, if you come over to Region 1, we might have some for sale.
Oh,
not it's all gone.
It's all gone.
The Westerners have come over and taken all the resources.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty much all I've been up to this week is just kind of making sure, trying to get that going. But yeah, so and doing the tool gamba.
Yeah, how's that going for you?
Awful.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's tough. It's fun, but it's tough.
Yeah, I think
I'm not a blacksmith, but I every time I reroll or upgrade a tool, I'm like, give me that hit.
Well, so I think we did like 40 some fishing rods, and we didn't get an epic at all.
Ooh.
And I was like, well,
epics are pretty affordable nowadays. You could probably get one for 80K, like a high tier one.
Yeah.
High tier ones are worth less than a low tier one, right? Because there's less chance for it to hit legendary. So people are selling the high tier 7 or so epics for 80K, you know, so instead of gambling, it is viable to just buy it.
Yeah.
Well, the secret is you must praise Bun Bun in this game. I don't know if you've heard
okay.
that.
No, that was
This comes from Region 6,
Yeah.
and yeah, if you don't do that, then yeah, you're not going to get enough.
there's
I've
a
heard
couple of people who are like, don't touch my tools. You never hit. And there's some people who are like, yeah, can you upgrade my tool because you always hit.
Yeah. I don't have good luck. Pets, tools, nope. My luck in this game, non-existent. So, but yeah. So we already talked about the fact that well, we're even more unlucky because not having the monthly update. It's been pushed to September 4th, but we did have the maintenance, so yay.
Yeah, that went probably. There was some back end stuff that they needed to do to update. Looks like I'm not sure what it could be, but I believe that the nerds have looked at the database and they didn't see anything, is my understanding. So there's not like additional objects or anything. It just seems to be some kind of back end stuff.
Yeah,
that's my understanding of it. I will actually ask though. So you guys are pushing, Shock, you're pushing tier 5?
Yeah, we're pushing tier 5 at ours.
Yeah. So like, as a air quote lower tier settlement, does it dissuade you to push when you have like other people hitting tier 7, tier 8 around you? What is that? Do people leave? Like how does that kind of go? Because like obviously you'll never compete with a really large settlement.
Right,
I've only been in that realm, so I don't know what it feels like on the other side of it. Other than the very noisy solo claim people.
Right. It's very interesting because yeah, I did wonder. You know, I thought about that. Like we have Tavern Hold and H&H, and there's a few others, Niflheim, that are all like pushing tier 7, going up, you know, higher, and for our settlement, the main reason I want to push to tier 5 is I want to have the cool fences, the better fences. I want the better housing, and I want to be able to process the tier 5 rocks we have nearby. But beyond 5, that's where I'm starting to think like, for us to go to 6, that might have to happen more organically. But 5 is really kind of, to me, the top thing that we need to get like the most out of some of the more creative building opportunities around. Just for the housing and the fences and stuff. But beyond that, I'm not sure about.
I'm trying to figure out how this is a mirror. So the tier 5 walls are like this theme, which is right above my head.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I like that theme better. The tier 3 walls are on the one side, it's a bunch of boards like, you know, nailed on, and the one side is kind of like normal. And I kind of like the tier 1 walls, but the tier 5 is the nice one.
They made them taller one update too. Just like, no, they didn't even mention it. They just made it taller.
Oh, nice.
I just thought of something though for the tier 3 walls. Put them back to back, so then you have flat on both sides, but then you have like a gap of wall.
You have a little gap, yeah. So yeah, that's my only complaint on the tier 3 walls is the one side is kind of unfinished.
Yeah. I was like, obviously not everyone needs to participate. Like, not everyone needs to be bleeding edge. Not everyone needs to participate. I just like, how about, do you still get people coming by? Do people come and say, hey, so like, is it because you have local resources?
Yes,
we have smaller groups.
Yep. We are right next to the rock garden. And so when we hit tier 4,
you have a rocky, tier 4, tier 5 is really big for you if you're rocky garden.
Yes. Then. So that's why I want to hit tier 5 for that, because then we'll get like the people who need to process the rock and the other tier 5 stuff. It's just
is not. You near a cave?
I'm sorry? Oh, a cave.
Are you near a cave? It sucks.
I mean, we have a Feralith cave, but nothing.
Nothing
advanced.
There's tier 4 and tier 5 caves in Rocky if you're lucky, and that's kind of huge.
Yep. I already have teleports to those places.
Oh, are you hold on, are you Rocky and Autumn? Someone said that you're tier 6 trees?
We're Rocky and the
jungle
woods. They're not jungle, but just woods where we have like tier 3 trees.
Oh, you're pine.
And no, we're not even pine. It's that kind of just, it's the same type of woods that's outside of the ancient cities, but deeper. I guess that's one way to put it. Like
Calm
we have
forest?
blueberry bushes. We have the tier 4 blueberry bushes.
Yeah, it's calm forest.
And that's another reason to get us to tier 4 was to be able to process those. But
yeah, that's cool.
yeah, and we have a lot of tier 4 flowers. So like they keep popping up. They're the weeds all around. But yeah, so tier 4, tier 5 are important for our area, and I've seen an uptick in people.
I want more reasons for smaller settlements to exist. So I'm always curious about it because it's knowing the amount of work it takes to get to tier 8, and having been through it, it's just you guys will get to a point where it's like you look at the numbers and you're like, it's not worth it anymore. We're at tier 8, looking at tier 9, and honestly, I don't think we've progged that much because we look at it and we go, and it's like a lot of people aren't even level 90 anyway. We have people who aren't even level 80. So like,
I was going to bring up that discussion actually because people talking about the rush of like, oh, I'm going to get tier 8 or tier 7, tier 8, tier 9, and then I'm like, are you even going to be able to utilize it? Like, you might be able to have like one person that's like 80 who can use a table, another person that can use the table, but like like the majority
every threshold's different. Some people if you have people who are just everything, they usually they cap out at like 50 or 60. So
yeah, at this point we are on pace with our tiering up. So most of my stuff, like I'm doing everything, and so most of my stuff minus hunting is 50s. And then I know like Cal's, I think, pushing 60 for most of his stuff now. So like,
yeah, if you're going wide, you will hit a problem where it's like, I can't process this tier 7 stuff. You'll have to get some people to do it for you.
Well, so that's what we're working. That's what's actually keeping us like wanting to push the settlement, even though we're smaller. At this point, it's just we want to be able to use our own tables.
Yeah, I like that it does keep pace. Like your levels feel like they kind of keep pace with the settlement, except early on where it kind of you blaze through like the 40, but after that it kind of slows down and they keep pace. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Pretty good balance on that.
So I'm this close. Actually, I'm like 30% to getting my Scholar 60 outfit.
Oh, nice.
So I can't wait to rock that.
Yes, you get the small mushroom hat.
Yeah, the small mushroom. But yeah, no, that was a great question. I have seen probably a good influx of people at this point that have made a mass exodus around this area, or this like time frame rather, and it's interesting because I've seen also more single player settlements pop up, at least in Region 3. So yeah, it's
I just don't know better yet.
Sort of. Yeah, sort of. I think more and more people are starting to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make my own settlement, and then everyone else is like, oh god, no. Oh, do they know? But it is very interesting. I think this is definitely a turning point, and it is a little intimidating to be like, hey, you can go across the river, and then suddenly there's like a tier 8 place. But yeah, I think I haven't really seen people moving from bigger settlements. I think I've seen, or moving to bigger settlements.
Who are interested in high tiers are probably already at the high tiers.
Right.
Other than that, people are just kind of doing what they want or going where they like.
Yeah. So I see more people leaving the big tiers to do their own thing versus people going to the big tiers. So it's interesting. At least, again, my knowledge is for Region 3, but yeah. But if it is interesting now. We're on what? How far in are we? 2 months?
2 months.
Yeah,
it'll be 2 months. Yeah.
So looking at 2 months and looking at this question of tiering and stuff like that, if you could completely start over, like say everything gets wiped tomorrow, what would be the thing that you did differently? If there was something you would do differently, or if there's something you wouldn't do differently, like.
Well, it's tricky because I think that the interesting part about starting over again is that we have a lot more tools available to us. A lot more tools. What I would do differently, I mean, there's I think it's a lot of people would do differently is that they would buy as many rares. They would maybe not sell them for cheap. They would probably people would change professions a little bit. I think there'd be less blacksmiths, except for the ones who are just gambling. They probably enjoy that. But I think that there might be more fishermen because now that we've kind of understood that fishing is really bad. But other than that, I think when we signed on, we rushed out the gate. We kind of did. I don't think we play any differently. I think it's like we rushed out the gate. We got a settlement. We slapped it down. We did that. That was exactly what we did.
Yeah, I think for me, I would emulate what Tel did if I could start over again. Get a settlement out much faster because it took me, because I was learning the game. And so it was basically two of us getting the supplies for the settlement and also the gold.
There's a big gap in time where you don't know how to make a codex and you're sitting there and you're like looking at the compendium and you're like, how do I, this goes there. How do I even make but this makes that gives a research. What's a study journal for?
I've almost made so many researches trying to get codexes, and I'm like, oh, I'm not supposed to do the research. Oh no!
Right.
It's a lot to wrap your head around, which is why we have these cool tools helping out. And I don't think they should use anything in game for that. I think they can maybe help a little bit. I think the compendium is really powerful though, as it is. But I think that even if they were to make something in game, the player tools will just come out much better, which is the whole reason why STDB exists and stuff like that. So. Right.
And I did start using your very first, your version 1.
The one with all the logs, like every single resource. Yeah.
Right.
I think that's a good tutorial sheet. It's because the latest one is like, how to make a plank, dude. Just make a plank.
Right.
But the old one was like, first you have to get a trunk, then you have to get this, then you have to chop it into this, and it was nice.
Yes. It was great for the beginning and learning the kind of the basics of how to do it. So starting all over again, I would work a little faster so that I could get a settlement where I wanted it. I mean, where I have it, I actually really like it, but it would have been nice to have ocean access. And so that's kind of a big thing.
Should have watched my video.
Yeah.
I said that.
Well, that's the thing I did, but the land rush in region 1 was
yeah. And imagine how bad it's going to be next. Oh my God. It's going to be
it's going to be bad. Free to play. Ooh.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Oh yeah. I think for me, pacing wise, we were kind of on track. I would definitely sleep prior. If I knew a refresh was happening, I would make sure that I was personally refreshed. Because getting up, logging in, claiming name, and then taking a 4-hour nap was the worst mistake. And at that point, I think also putting a settlement in a higher tier area, I think would be what I would do if I had to restart. Because
you can't get you can't keep the pace of the really fast ones, but maybe you can just get access to higher tier resources that might bring more people to your settlement, or
it's more so lower tier resources are easier to come by. So you could just go to a starting town and get like
where are you set up now?
In what way? Like
biomes.
Oh, I'm what is it? Calm Forest, and that was it. We have like Autumn like way south of us. We have Pine way north of us. Like we're not next to anything. We travel quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, but like looking at it and saying like I can get tier 1 very easily by just going back to a starting town. And when we originally looked at the island that we have right now, it was like, oh, we have potential for tier 3. We have potential for like these other a little bit higher resources, but the primary was tier 1 and tier 2, and we were like, okay, now it's abundant because I can just go to a starting town, fill up, teleport home. But
and then there was until that time where like we're right at the start of the game when every starting town was just mined down because everyone was that was funny.
Everything's flat.
Right.
But no, I think that would be the one thing I would do different, is just try and place maybe in like 4 or 5, like tier 4 or 5 range.
I think smaller settlements like yours have a strength that they can go further out, and they should do that because you won't compete with the mega groups. You won't compete with Jarud, Kalmulu, Tortuga, and myself on the, or like Tavern Hold, on the we're going to get a claim as fast as possible inside of the starting region, right? Because that's like those groups will just push up really high tier really fast. So your strength will be going further out, and then get, like you said, getting access to high tier resources, and then you start bringing people in that way. I think that's really strong.
Yep.
Because a lot of these bigger groups, I don't think they're always gonna start near starting towns.
Yeah.
And if they want to be big, that's what they need to do.
Yeah.
And when I founded my first town, I was going for, I listened to your video and Percival's video about, straddling 2 biomes. And so I found that rock, which I knew was a higher one, the rock garden, and then our forest, which had tier 1 through tier 3 stuff. We also have tier 6 trees. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And so I felt like that was a good like straddling right there. And so when I grabbed it, I'm like, okay, this is perfect. It's just south of the Tavern Hold area. And then within the hour, Percival put a tower down that covered our spot. So I tried to go out from those, but next time, when it comes to starting, I will absolutely try to be far away from the larger ones.
I think tier 4, tier 5 is really good. So like Rocky Gardens is that. I think once you start approaching tier 7, tier 8, it's really hard to justify it, because even if you were a tier 8 settlement, you don't need that much tier 8 resources. You need far more tier 1 and tier 2. So Ember, to your point, what you could do as well when you go out and you start a settlement, and Kalmulu did this, and I thought it was a really great idea. Go out, do your codex, your tier 1 codexes, right? Place your settlement down. Don't place tier 2 stations. Go back to the starting stage. Keep going. Keep grinding. Finish the tier 2 books. Go upgrade to tier 3, and then start at tier 3 stations. Don't make tier 2s. There's no point.
Yeah. Okay. No, I can definitely.
Especially if you're further out, away from all the starting resources. Just do that.
I also, looking at the grind and how much time it took, just the idea of starting over and being like, I can crank out a settlement codex in like 3 hours, like maybe even 2 if I had help, but like it being that fast, and then looking at like tier 3, I'm like, oh, okay, that's not terrible. Tier 4, I didn't even find tier 4 to be that bad. It only took a couple days, but now with going tier 6, I'm like, yeah, this is taking like 2-3 weeks. But also something that was brought up during one of my streams as well was tier 3 farming or hunting is a lot harder like to do because of the male female, like
you can't track both at the same time.
You can't track both at the same time, but it seems like there's not as many groups, or there's not as many like areas that have like the two, well, for region 3 at least. And so
if you look at the prices, you can see it too. Tier 3 is really bad.
And so I think looking at that and setting up near a tier 3 hunting area for a settlement would probably be very beneficial. So like you might not be able to do it immediately, but it's going to be there in your backyard, compared to, oh, I'm traveling there and suddenly there's nothing because, well, it's a small area and 5 other people are there. So yeah, I think that was interesting to think of, as seeing where the snags are in which tiers, and like what resource is the bottleneck essentially. So
one thing as well on the hunting piece is, identify where your local hunting spawns are when you put your claim down, because you really don't want to, if you can avoid it, you don't want to pave over them.
Yeah. Well,
because if you pave over them, they're gone.
Yeah. I was going to say also, claiming land, I think nothing spawns on claimed land.
Right. We've experimented with that. You can pave over the spawns and they will still spawn.
Yeah.
The hunters? The hunter ones? Okay, it's just claim land then?
It's just claim land.
Yeah, it's claiming, yeah.
Okay, well in either case, don't get rid of the hunt one if you can avoid
don't
it,
get rid of those spawns.
Because they don't, unlike the other resources which kind of pop up everywhere, the hunting spawns seem to be static unless they change them.
I miss my newbie goats.
They spawn in groups. Yeah. And it's just like fence that in, and then you just have a constant respawning resource. So it'd be really good. Yeah,
we have 2 saggy birds that just kind of trample into our settlement now and again. And
that was happening at the start as well for us. Every time you were just grinding, and then sometimes you're sitting at a bench, and then someone just runs past you with a shooting a saggy bird, and you're like, "What the hell? What the hell was that?"
Yep. So we have the 2 that are right outside. So anytime they come into the settlement, we have a group of people that tend to destroy them at that time. But we used to have newbie goats on our island, and then we expanded, and no more newbie goats. And yeah, makes me sad, but speaking of trying to find things and continue the grind, and all these snags and people trying to tier up, taking all this time, I'm seeing a lot of people burn out. I'm seeing a lot of people just start saying, you know what, I've had enough, I'm going to wait until launch. I've also seen people burning the candle at both ends, and then suddenly they go, why do I have no more wick? And it's turning into, I think, the marathon. We're now in like the second half of the marathon versus everyone thought it was a sprint. Everyone was like, okay.
I feel like I've said that. I've had to say that multiple times in my own Discord. It's like, okay, we're in marathon mode now, and then we sprint, and then we go, okay, marathon mode now, and then we sprint,
and then you sprint.
okay, for God's sakes, marathon. I think, and now everyone's done, so I think we're good. I think we've hit marathon mode finally.
So, like, burnout being as real as it is, and what do you think, in your opinion, is what's keeping you from burning out? Or if you have advice for people playing the game at this point, especially with like higher tiers or smaller settlements where we're carrying most of the grind and we're still doing it. And we're here, and I would say 1 week I felt a little bit of burnout after tier 5, and I was like, okay, but I know I pushed a little too hard, and that 1 week of us gathering resources, I should have taken like the 2 weeks, instead of being like, we gotta go. It should have been like, okay, well, if we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. But I like seeing the 10% tick ups every single day, and like 15, and like at that last 20%, you're like, I just want it done. I just want to finish it.
Yeah, that green bar is so toxic on my sheet.
Yep,
it's like there staring at you.
But after that, I was like, I have that tiny twinge of like, I think this is starting to get into that tiny burnout mode, and I know for tier 5, we had a contest going on, so we had people gathering resources, but still, it was. I think also from my end, because I was dealing with the sheet, I also messed up the sheet. That was my fault. And so I had to redo the sheet. I had to redo the inventory twice.
Recounts in inventory sucks, yeah.
And I was like, okay. And that, I think, was the reason it was burnout. So like tier 6, now that we have the automatic sheet, it's a lot easier. Thank you very much. But I think that was really what did it. And then also because of crafting and being the person who's putting all the codexes together and putting all the resources for Scholar together. And I'm just sitting there being like, I don't
It's
want
not a work, it's a lot of responsibility.
I don't want to.
Being like the head scholar.
Yeah, and then right after, once it was done, I was like, okay, cool. I took a week break. I came back and like went straight into, okay, guys, we're doing tier 6. And I did a little bit slower this time, where I'm like, okay, I have free time. I'll go grind out like 500 flowers. Okay, and then I'll like wait, and then grind out a couple hundred here or there. But doing it in like a slower pace versus, oh god, I need 200 or 2,000 flowers in like an hour, and it's like it's not reasonable to have that mindset. So I'm gonna turn it over to you guys.
I have a lot of opinions on this, so I'll let either Shock go first.
Okay. So what I've tried to do is organize things that aren't even, well, I mean, they kind of help in a little way, but also it's a totally kind of not off the rails, but something different. And that was our big road project. And I want to do another road project because it breaks up some of the monotony. It's something different, and people seem to like doing the teamwork thing and cutting down the trees and, seeing the final product of the road. That was one thing that I was doing to kind of battle that burnout a bit. And then also just in the end, because we were mowing through tier 1 through 3 resources, we ended up with tier 1 through 3 resources that we can apply towards the next upgrade. I mean, even though they're wood and rock, it's really not a lot of the rares that you need, certainly not hunting and leather, but it's at least something. And now we have this road that we can cut through and get the resources easier than we could before. So that's one way we've broken up the monotony. Also just doing random tasks and stuff, and also helping out some of the lower tier settlements that people have really wanted to do. So that's another thing that I'm kind of doing, instead of like, always grinding for the main settlement that we're working on, is to kind of branch off and do some other things.
Yeah.
So, but I've had people who have left because of the general burnout. I know one person left right as soon as we hit tier 3 because he discovered that you had to purchase the resources to make stuff. And he was like, I got to purchase sandpaper to make a thing. And so he left for a couple weeks. He came back, and we've been working on stuff since. But
everyone has their limits.
There's the limits. Tier 3 seems to be the first wall, I think. And then once you get by that, then every tier, I think, creates a wall, but tier 3 seems to be the first one.
What tier is it that like you have to use like 2 resources to make one? Is it tier 5?
That's 4.
That is 4? Okay.
Yeah.
It starts doubling at 3 and 4. It's like first one log or whatever it is, and then it's 3, 4, it's 2, 5, 6, it's 3, and it goes up. 7, 8 is 4, 5, 9, 10 is 5.
I think once people actually notice that it takes more resources, that's
but it's still not that bad, by the way. After doing calculations and stuff, it's actually still less than tier 1 and tier 2.
So that's what I would do.
Yeah. So in a game like this, goal management is really important. What you both have just described is goal management. You basically hit a goal, and then you teeter off, right? You're like, oh, okay, I achieved that goal. And now you have a new goal, so you work towards that. So once people run out of goals, they run out of things to do, and they run out of the entertainment and stuff like that. So number one, if you're not having fun, don't play. Because if you keep playing, you will, and you force yourself to play, you won't like the game anymore, and then it'll feel like more like work or whatever, as people joke about. Oh, it's like working simulator. You will burn off the game, and then you won't even like it when it comes out, right? So that's a big thing. I'm really big on that. We had one person in our claim who was like they were like a head guildmaster kind of person, and then the toads, weren't going fast enough for him, so they went to Tortuga. Anyway, they haven't logged in 3 weeks, so like like, you know what I mean? Some people want to go so hard, and they, like you said, burn the candle on both ends. Anyway, that's a side tangent. I definitely want to say that. Just funny. yeah, goal management is really important. So for what we've been doing is, now that we've teed it off, I like me, right? My joke about my debt or whatever, but my goal is I want to figure out how to make money and start actually playing and making money and stuff like that. So that's really fun for me. I'm having a lot of fun like that. So I managed to make 400K in like 2 weeks or something, and I'm pretty friggin' I'm stoked about that. So that's been a lot of fun for me. And another goal of mine was to try and keep up with Wiz, who's the number one scholar. Number one scholar's goal is to keep away from me. So it's unfortunate, but he's like 20 mil ahead of me now. It's impossible to kind of catch it. Or like, I guess before that, it was like Jarud got ahead of me slightly, and I'm like, not gonna happen. So I jumped ahead, and it's like, so
competition is good.
Goals, finding goals in a sandbox game is what will keep you going. And that's don't just sit on a bench and like just craft or whatever because you think that's what prog is. Find goals that you want to achieve and then do it. For you, it was building a road, Shock, and road building and these kinds of community projects is super fun.
That's one thing sorry to tangent super quickly. I wish there was more opportunities other than just making roads to initiate that like craft or the creativity side of things. Yeah. You get a little bit with it with terraforming, but not much. And then like the best thing's a road.
That's something that I've recommended as well, or I did on the official podcast. It was like community projects is going to be really good. Like massive in Worm Online, you can build colossi, which is like this. You have to literally mine stone, turn them into massive stone slabs, and then you have to do it like literally thousands of times to make it this giant colossus piece. And it's like a huge community or group project. So it's things like that which will keep interested in the game, and stuff that isn't just tearing up the damn settlement is really important. Yeah. So people who aren't gonna just like, I don't want to push tier 8 because oh my god, look how much resources I need. What else can we do? Well, when we reach tier 6, we unlock this community project for maybe something else that we can work on, which is what they're working on. They're working on fleshing out the lower tiers for this kind of stuff. But yeah, if you're not having fun, take a break, come back later, or come back on launch. Another thing as well is after, like, a lot of the reason people are burning out or leaving is because the progress that they were making is ephemeral, right? In launch, once the game is launched, your progress will be permanent, which will mean you will be able to leave the game and come back, and then there will be more content, and you will have all your levels and you'll have all your tools, right? So it's just like kind of like RuneScape in that regard, and that's very intentional as well because they're quite inspired by RuneScape. You will always be able to log in, and your vertical progression shouldn't be much higher. It's more just horizontal stuff that's been expanded.
Right.
So there's always more things to do.
I definitely think having the pet drops and being staggered is actually really good.
Things like that is really good. It's because it gives people goals. It all comes back to goals. It gives them, I want to get a legendary Lucil. So what are you going to do? I'm going to go make money to get eggs. I'm going to go money to buy one. I'm going to go dig up a whole ton of sand.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's all comes down to goal management.
Or in my case, one mound of sand to get
Yep.
Stuff like that. It's really cool.
Yeah. And
and for, like, I guess for Shock as well, more decorations, right?
Yeah.
Get to tier 5, not just the stone walls, but give us more outdoor decorations.
Yes.
I'm at a claim right now. When we get to that, which I will show you, it's probably the best looking claim I've ever seen.
Well, that's a great statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put money on that.
Oh, are you gonna go back in debt?
Double or nothing, baby.
What was that about Gamba earlier? Are you sure you're not a blacksmith?
I don't do it because it would be bad if I did. I cut myself off from it.
But yeah, is there any other final words on Burnout? Any advice?
No. I think.
I mean,
people need to,
And to Tel's point, also, inviting some chaos into your general day to day in your.
Put yourself in debt, man. Light a fire under your ass. Yeah. It's so good.
Yep.
Is not a bad idea.
It's not a bad. You heard it here first. Go into debt. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I mean, we're only we're in the beginnings, and they're gonna clear everything anyway. So invite a little chaos right now.
I'm almost a little disappointed in like looking at what like launch is going to be, because having these like staggered updates and staggered things and like getting to be like, ooh, what's coming next? And if it's
I don't
just
think they're gonna stop. They're not gonna stop after one.
No, but like it's all going to be there at launch. And
I see. Yeah, it's gonna be overwhelming as hell. It's like, it's like, do you progress your tier, or do you go do dungeons, or you do this, do that, and then I think if they've done it decently enough, we'll see how it goes. We'll see.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy.
I know they're not going to stop doing stuff or introducing new things to the game, but like still, like the fact that I'm like, okay, which pet am I going to go after first? Like, yeah, so stuff like that, and being like, it's just going to be all in front of you, like at launch, and you're like, okay, it's a little intimidating, like you said.
And you were overwhelmed making some codexes. Imagine when you log in and you can, you can do that.
So I think that would actually diversify and make specialization a little bit more of a thing. Having all of that on the table to start with, because you're going to have those people that are like, peace, I'm going to a dungeon, I'll see you in a month, like stuff like that. So, but yeah, but speaking of seeing things, who wants to go first?
Yes, I'll go first.
You'll go first?
I just talked it up, so I have to,
Okay. We managed to hit night again, by the way.
Seriously?
It just turned to night. I was watching it.
I think that, they have a lot of light here, so we should be good.
No, why? This is just going to be a BitCast, like, ongoing joke, is like, all the settlements are going to be at night. Okay.
Nighttime.
We are switching over. There we go.
Hello. This is the Randy Ribbit Ranch. Randy Ribbit Ranch. See, I said it was frog related. Back on when they released drops. Yeah, there's Toad there. That's the Emperor. TODE. Back on the drops launch, I wanted to grind out drops, so I kept streaming, and I wasn't gonna just sit there and craft for hundreds of people, so we started to go on a journey, and then a lot of people kept saying, "Come to Ribbit Ranch, come to Ribbit Ranch." Coming, I'm like, okay, fine, all right, shut up, we'll go here. This is Ribbit Ranch. It's incredible. So this is their front gate. And they have these trellises that lead to all these different guilds, which are in their own sections, right? There's the traders there. This is the carpentry guild. You can see, like, they've just done a lot of effort in decorating and putting everything together really nicely. It's a little bit tight-knit, so it's not, I'm not going to say efficient or whatever, but, I mean, check this out, right? This is the pathway to the Scholar Tower. Look at this.
Oh.
And then you get to here, and then it's like a big room with these trees, kind of enclosed area, and this is where they do all the scholar stuff in this place.
It feels like an actual like MMO town, like a pre-gen.
I know,
like,
it's
town.
so good. There's still decorations everywhere to be built. Apparently they have a new port as well, I'm told. So we're going to have to look for that, but let's keep looking around. Here's their smelting area. It's a little haphazard, but I like how they've done these little storage areas. It's actually kind of nice. You just walk in and you can get anything. That's new. And like, it's not all uniform, a bunch of smelters in a line, but like the foundry's in the way. But hey, you know what? I like it.
It's like organic efficiency.
Yeah, and they've somehow kept all of the trees and no one's chopped them down, which is crazy to me. This must be the port this way. This looks, holy crap. Hold on. The camera's bugging. Oh my god. It's like, this port's new. Looks like they're doing a tier 5 house there. And the amount of elevation they've done too.
Yeah, the tiers.
Yeah, is crazy. I wonder how many trellises they've made.
Right.
How is there a tree there? So this is their port area, and it looks like it goes down to here too. It goes down below the water level to do this. This is their cooking area. Here we go. Here, there are markets here.
Okay, already my biggest complaint: the market is not near the waste.
Teleporter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over there. Yeah, tell them to fix it. Tell them to fix it. Every claim's always under renos, by the way. It's so funny. Every claim's always expanding. Turn off camera collision. I'm told to turn off camera collision. Where's camera collision? Is that a thing that you can actually turn off? There it is. All right, that might make my life a little bit easier. They have a lighthouse.
I'm gonna have to do that when I go in game.
Oh yeah, here we go. They have a little lighthouse. That's cute. That's so cool. It's a smelter.
Yeah, that's funny, but it looks like it.
Oh, that is really cool.
Oh, that's great. So you're sailing in, you see that? I did a lighthouse like a little bonfire, but that's really cool. And you know what? It works. Not gonna lie, having a lighthouse, you can see it from far away when you're sailing in. It's really nice.
And so those are the tier 5 walls, right? Around
these are the tier 5 walls. Yeah, they got taller.
Yeah.
Like a while back, they used to be probably like up to here, but they got taller. So they've done this thing as well. They haven't joined the wall. See how they haven't made the like whereas you can put them side by side and it'll make a wall.
Right.
They've actually intentionally done this pattern, which I think is also another interesting thing they've managed to and that's how they got this thing.
It's very creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
It's expensive too. There's so many tier 5 bricks. Yeah. Oh my god. This is like smelting this is where they made all the bricks for the walls. There's so many kilns. Tons of tier 4s and tier 5s as well.
It is pretty. I just don't like it would be a place that I could visit.
You get lost.
But I couldn't live there. Like,
yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot. It's a lot. I said the same thing just because like it's a lot. This is their farm. I like their farm. At least I can breathe out here.
But yeah, it's gorgeous. It's just like
yeah, I got some tents out here, housing up there. There's so much lighting. There's so many fires. So they like ancient oak tree smack bang in the middle of the claim. No one's shut it down. They don't need to put a fence up because they actually trust their players. Look at that. It's crazy. I really like these storage solutions. It's really cool.
I
know.
That is very
cool. And obviously the floors match the like this is the hunting and leather area, which is like you got a dirt floor. Over there you have a stone floor where the bricks are. Here's a wood floor because you have the carpentry in this area. That's how they've kind of done that too.
You're stuck in the maze now.
Yeah, no way out.
Oh, the sun's coming up.
Yay!
And yeah, the totem points to the colors as well, is what they're saying. So, yeah, okay, so that points to there, that points to there. So they've managed to keep that lined up too with the totem. Oh my god, there's so many trees! So yeah, tons of effort. So many like decorations. It's crazy the amount of resources they spend on decorations.
I mean, that's another cool. What we're saying goal earlier is like getting people together to actually make stuff pretty.
Pretty settlements make more money. So I will say that. Pretty settlements make more money because more people want to live there. So it's worth it. This is a very cool claim. It's one of my favorite claims. 100%.
Yeah. No, this was a really good find. And what region is this?
This is region 7 up here. Yeah, region 7.
Oh wow.
So it's one of the quieter ones. It's not like region 9 or anything, but Yeah, they're one of the bigger claims in terms of tier. I think they're tier 5. I want to say. And I think they're the biggest. Isn't that much ahead? I think there might be only tier 6 in here. I don't even know where it is. If it is, the locals might know. The Grand Exchange is tier 5. Bottom middle, Taverna should be tier 6. Yeah. So that's the highest in this area, I believe. Oh, tier 5 Grand Hala. There should be one more. But it's a smaller region. It's a quieter region for sure. There it is. There's tier 7. But yeah. That's my pick.
Yay! Congratulations. Thank you for showing it off.
Yeah.
Shock, are you in place?
I am in place.
Okay.
And originally I was going to apologize that the dog ate my homework and I hadn't done enough of a reconnaissance, but Jamaican Jazz gave me a tour of this place. It is, the name of this is Parliament of Owls. Trying to get to it. Parliament of Owls. It is within Wardens, even though Zimbabwe's name is around here. It's actually it's a Warden's place. I think the name Zimbabwe, I think, is this group here. And so so yeah, this is right here, Parliament of Owls. It's in Region 4, and they must have spent $1 bazillion, bazillion gold hex coins,
A bazillion bitcoins.
Yes, there you go. on NPCs, because this one is absolutely crazy. They used NPCs as decorations, and
I've seen that with Rampart a couple of times, but
yes. So they definitely go all out with Rampart on this one. You can see right here you've got Elise a couple times right here, and Elise kind of surrounds this central area here with some forests and stuff. And here's another Elise.
Crazy.
And there's central area here, but it's kind of like the naturey center here is that. But then you've got this path walking out of ramparts guarding the entryway as you walk out. And I find that to be really, really cool. And there's just this step to go up into the pine. It's taken such a long time to accomplish, to do this, because it's kind of wide, and
it's wide and raised to off, like look how high it is off the base as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is. I wonder if I can see how high off the base this is. Let me just do a quick look, because you can do that by just plopping this down. It'll tell you what the. Oh, I don't have sticks.
You need to.
Never mind. I'm not gonna look. So anyway.
Well, that's a cool way to do it, because pine's pretty crazy. It's very elevated.
Oh yeah,
it dips and stuff like that. So just like instead of like ramping up a snaking path, just build a whole ass road.
Yep, build the road straight up.
That's
from
a
here.
Great idea. And they imagine the amount of resources they can wagon back. So cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This I have to say, very well done, and I really like the parade or the guardians, and and here's some more Elise here. We've got 2 more.
I love the idea. Is like, oh, you can't plant trees because people will cut them down. Well,
right.
I'll just use Elise.
Yes, just spend 2,500 per, and you've got a permanent Elise, a permanent tree. So it's all. I really like how this is done. And here also, this is where they have, and this is what I was talking about earlier, and I didn't realize it was actually I was going to be showing this claim. This is where they paved over, but they didn't claim the hunting area, and they're tier 5.
Oh, that hunting area over there, nice.
Yeah, if you go over here and you go up this, and can you pass right through here? Oh, you go around those wood logs, and apparently the goats can't, but they all spawn in here, and you've got 4 of them that always spawn.
What tier are the goats again? Those are tier 2, eh?
It's tier 2, yeah. So, and the visuals, let me see. Yeah, so it's not claimed. The claim border's back here. Yeah. So, and the trick is and this was explained to me by Jamaican Jazz, if you have a platform that's 9 high, the goats will not go off. He said 8 high, they will go off, but 9 and above, they will stay up there. So you don't have to put fencing, you can just raise it. And so they raised this entire platform to keep the goats on there for hunting. So it's like a constant source. You know, every 10 minutes, the goats come back. And
10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
That's pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
you could just finish your tier 2 leather just over time, as long as you have someone on top of it.
Yeah, well, tier 2 leather. For
Still,
that.
yeah.
But level you up, certainly. I mean, it would get you past the tier 3 leveling. But yeah, it's really cool. I really like how this whole thing's designed, and they keep everything on this side of the river, unlike what I did. You know, they go and put a farm over there. And so, yeah, this is all very good. And they've got caves nearby because it goes into the pine forest. And they raise this up to use as a wall. It's let me see, is there anything special up there? No, just trees. So at least that I can see. Looks like they put something up there. Let me go up there.
It's another rampart.
Let's see. Yeah, probably. No, it just looks like a tree, and it's the wood. Okay, yeah, they put the wood things. Where you can do the entire
shaping?
X as a wood block. They did that there.
Yeah, pillar shaping. Yeah.
Yeah, that. Yep. So yeah, I really like this claim, and I was pleasantly surprised when I got here.
I love the
like,
tech.
I've seen this one. So yeah, this is a very, very cool claim. And just, I mean, look at all the terraforming they had to do. Just even right here where I'm walking on the side of their claim. It's just
our terraforming is so boring, dude. It was flat when we got here, and it's flat now. I really like looking at these.
Yeah,
I really do appreciate the amount of tech people are managing to come up with when it comes to what we thought would be pretty basic. You slap a claim down and you start working, right?
Right. And I like their usage of this decoration here. He did have to say he did say they had to remove a lot of decorations because they were running into some lag. They had a whole lot more decorations. So I don't know what all they took away because there's still a lot. But yeah, he mentioned something along those lines. So, but yeah, this is really cool, and I'm glad it became sunny again while I showed it off. But there you go.
Yay!
Very cool.
All the guardians.
Yeah. So, and also I was like, the one thing I saw about this is, how did you turn Rampart? I cannot get Rampart to turn.
Yeah, I don't know how. Oh, I think it's like when you place the first time or something. Or?
You have to log out, log in, and do it like right away. That's what he said.
Also, apparently, if you deconstruct it and like destroy it and get the writ back and put it down again, you can replace it to face the direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because our Roomba was staring at a wall, and then out of nowhere, as soon as someone said that in my stream, it turned outward again, and I was like, someone changed that. So yeah, apparently deconstructing it and then reconstructing it will actually turn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's good to know, because I really my Rampart's always looking at a wall, so I would love to turn him.
Yeah. just destroy him first. Take him down.
Okay, I'll take him down.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks like one of my claim members did figure that out. So.
Oh, nice.
Hold on, Rampart's kind of facing the wrong way. Yeah, no, we can totally do that. Nice.
Yay.
Okay.
All right.
Very cool. All right, Amber, you got your work cut out for you, because those are two very impressive claims.
I know. So that's the end of episode, guys. No. So, here we are, on one of the best places, personal opinion, best places to make a settlement, on an island.
Oh no.
On another island. So this is BitCraft Tony's place. So he's another fellow streamer. and his area is just pine and pine and pine and pine. So, yeah. Getting into... So I actually circled around this place trying to find where to enter in. So it actually took me a little while when I first got here. But having the cute little decorations, the fountain, it's like your entryway where you can host people. The fact that the waystone is there and I don't see a market. I'm already
No market at all?
Not by the waystone.
Okay.
I will
I
call
also I'll count them. We have one. Our market is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 tiles away from our waystone. You'd be so proud.
Yep. It's just.
Yeah, ours is like maybe 30.
Yeah. But the use of the new decorations and actually seeing people actually.
People are so much more creative than me. It's I'll make a spreadsheet, but I can't do a settlement.
Yeah. It looks so quaint and cozy, and this being where you come in for
the entire
tailoring.
population live in that tent, by the way.
Yeah, all of them. I thought that's a stall. I thought it was the marketplace. I got excited for 2 seconds. I'm like, oh, it's not that far. But yeah, the fact that they have
You might not have one.
I don't know. We're coming up on farming, and the fact I love these little new fences, and you can make little gardens, and there's Faye. They have a lot of the elevators things, pulleys. What was the actual term for these?
I think they're elevators.
Are they?
I think they're literally elevators.
Okay, they're called elevators. They have a lot of these around the claim, which is really nice. And watching people go up and down, and I'm like, I would be that person who climbed. Not even thinking about it.
I don't think they have a market. I think they've just gone. Can you hit J? Is there one local? It'll show you the closest market.
Yeah, it's Darktide.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, it's nowhere near. The fact that they have these oxes right outside is really cool. Coming around.
That's a good spawn. Yeah.
Yeah. The first time
when they eventually hit that too.
Yeah, when I first came through, I was like, oh no, am I hey, I found the market. It's really far away from the waystone. It's on the actual opposite side of the island. Grr. But yeah, so
that allows people to take a tour.
Yeah, take it all in while you go buy your fish oil or cheap ox leather or something.
Yes.
Yeah, the fact that no part of this is wasted, and that's something with building on an island.
You can't.
You really
you can't waste a single tile. You have so little space.
Oh hey, look, it's me. No, it's not actually me. It's just someone else named Kat. But yeah, look at these wall decorations, and how, people are so creative. And then you just have an ox sitting right next to you, watching you do leatherworking. But yeah, seeing people, and here's another elevator going up, and housing up top.
Is there anything up there, or just
there's,
housing up top?
It's well, there's the smelting. There's housing up here. So you have more crafting benches up here, and there's another elevator. So the use of the multi-tiers, the elevators, the decorations, it's so it's cottagecore and gorgeous, and yeah. So they have a hammock, but every area has a way up and down, which is amazing.
Well, yeah, it's like instead of flattening the whole thing, they just decided, let's flatten this top bit and then use that, and they've done that really well. Yeah, it's cool.
That's very cool.
My claim's so boring.
I mean, at this point, I'm looking at some of these and I'm like, my garden. Yeah. My garden doesn't compare.
I know.
But yeah, no, it just, I think the theme of today is just gardens. Because we have a lot of gardens. So one of the things also with this settlement, which I thought was very interesting, is where it's... Oh, my map is broken again. I don't know why. Where it's located is in between, so Misty Tundra and then the Pine. So
Oh, that's really cool.
yeah.
So they did get a split biome, kind of. They just
Sort of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, no, don't bork. I have notes, and I was like, oh no. So, yeah, all the decor. So that was one thing. But looking at it, they have caves all around them. They have a world tree that's like right up here. They're on the island. They have perfect resources all the way around them. Ocean fishing, like, and they're up in Region 9. And I'm like looking through here, and I'm like, that's like a really good spot. And then you got here, you can see it peeking out a little bit. I didn't want to go into it, but that's the snowy peaks. So
wait, so they have north is tundra and not snowy, and then that's snowy down to the south. Is that right?
yeah, so this is tundra up here, and then this is snowy. Yeah, it's like big snowy area. But yeah, it's real. Is this the tier 5? No, how do I just want to click on the marker. Why can't I click on them? There we go. So tier 5.
Oh. Yeah.
And I'm moving, but that's fine. But yeah, so like looking at all the stuff, like you have what was it? 4 out of the 5 monster types in this area. So you pretty much have all your Slayer needs. You could either go north or go south.
I didn't think of that. I wasn't even thinking of that. Yeah.
So
cool.
Like
that is great.
The only thing you don't have is the crabs and stuff like that. But everything else you have. I'm trying to see if it'll load or if I have to actually go across the water. So up that mountain, they have all these little elevators, so you don't have to like climb up the mountain. But also, there's a claim up here that is right next to a cave. So all your mining is like super close by.
Very nice.
Yep.
But yeah.
So you can teleport there, do work, and then
Zipzap said all of the crafting stations are close enough to the water that you can pull from your boat too.
Yep.
So yeah.
So
that's really cool.
They made it very, very accessible. For
they've
boating.
made that work. They've made that 100% that work. Super cool.
And they're so cute. The cottage core. I can't reach this building. Why can't I reach this building?
Try clicking the top, not the bottom.
Ah.
Yeah, and there you go.
It's user error.
Elevators. Yeah.
But yeah, all the ox. Like, it's so cute to be out here.
Just love how the ox are just... The water
Hanging out in the
buffalo
water.
is spawning. That's crazy.
The water buffalo. And like the fact that this is so shallow. Like to come out and just like, you don't necessarily need a boat to fish. You can just... Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Tier 3.
It's nice.
Ocean fishing, but all that's wet is your socks.
Yeah. So one of the other things, and I don't know if it's here or not, there was a place where you could drop off. I think, is this it? I think that might have been it. Where you could drop off stuff into your stall or into a stall and like have mining, do different things, and like you could buy stuff or sell stuff to the stall straight from your boat. And I'm like, this is like a fisherman's like wet dream. Like it's so nice. It's so nice. But yeah, the fact that if you want to go hunting, you have everything around here that's super close biome wise for everything except for the crabs. So yeah, it was like really cool to actually come here. My traverse, this was terrible to try and get up there.
To get there.
Oh yeah.
At least you have it now. At least you can teleport whenever you want.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's a trek.
There is a road. You have crabs in Snowy Peaks? Oh, you do? So you have every single monster type, I guess. So...
You have to go a little south to the snow.
So every single monster type. And so, like, I came up here and there's a diagonal road that cuts across. And then, yeah. There's a world tree up here, too, which I'm like...
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I might come up here more often to, farm my Slayer. I know they do a lot of like mining during the day, and then they'll go choose north or south and go do fights and
Murder.
slaying, and yeah, they do murder. And it's super close by, and so it's like as soon as it starts turning night, then they head off. Is this a? Did they actually terraform this? I love the fact the water is so shallow.
Can you run across that? No way. You can get from the settlement to mainland without a boat.
Without a boat.
That's really good.
That is good.
Changes it from an island to like actually something super vital because you can cart across that. You
Yeah,
can wagon
you can
across
take your
that.
wagon. Yep.
Wait, can't? Okay, we're
Yeah.
testing this.
That changes it. Like this changes everything. Big thumbnail.
I was gonna say I don't think.
Oh, you can't?
Okay, I have a wagon, or does it have to be a cart?
It can be either.
It's still a water tile? Oh, I'm sorry. I lied.
Well, we're trying.
I may have lied.
Yep.
You can run.
Tell is a liar.
I really didn't
I
go
thought
to
if you could run, I thought,
Yeah.
It's still a water
oh,
tile.
well.
You cannot, what is it? Ford the river?
I can't, yeah, this is an Oregon Trail.
Well, I think they should, that should be an update. And that's how we should make bridges, so that both boats and carts can go across. Just make it really shallow, so a boat can go across, and make it so carts can go on that one, like, little bit.
It's good. Yeah.
But yeah, what settlement is this down here? Is it just another? Oh, so Terratoads, Umbra, Jackals. Wow, they have a lot of. So I guess this is a close by bank,
Oh, nice.
so that
Yeah.
if you run out of room on the other one, and it. So, but yeah, everything is
Very
so
cool.
well decorated. So well decorated. I originally looking at this, I was like, oh, it's pine. And then seeing them actually transform it in a way that's easy to maneuver, I was very impressed with. Because there's some pine settlements that I've seen that trying to walk around them just does not work. But yeah, so it's super cute, super quaint. I can't wait until we can sit on the benches. And then we can actually like hang out. But yeah, and like
ERP update.
no. Go on a date on the bench and be like, what are you guys doing? Just sitting. I swear, I'm just sitting on this bench. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, a whisper gets...
And then a whisper leaks into region chat.
Yo. That's funny. But yeah, what I was saying earlier is a whole tip. It's straight from like the boat to the stall. Super
nice.
Super nice. I saw that also with the resources in this area, because it's sheer cliffs, you could put your boat on the bottom and then like do your stuff on top of the mountain, and then it still goes into your boat. And that was something when I was looking at this and I was like, oh, that would suck. And I'm like, oh, actually, no, as long as it's
you can move resources vertically. Like even if there might even be a spot where you can reach like the scholar bench from the water. So as long as it's 10 tiles.
But yeah. So welcome. This is Darktide, and this is the Starborn Empire. I think this is also their capital. Yeah, so capital of Starborn, Darktide, and BitCraft Tony's place. So I'm sad that I guess he's not on to give us Tony tips. If you come to Region 9, apparently it's a very common thing to have Tony tips get put out. He has like 83 different tips. So he just randomly puts them out for people. He came to visit in Region 3 at one point, and tips galore. So it was nice. It was very nice. But yeah. So I'm gonna switch back over to webcam mode. There we go. And also exit. So I should have showed this actually on my screen. I apparently do log out and then click the button to go to desktop instead of hitting go to desktop.
Ugh.
So I make one extra step for myself.
It's okay to be wrong sometimes.
Sometimes.
Everyone's wrong sometimes.
Well, it's more often than not for me.
Yeah, I just Alt F4 or
Yeah.
I mean in other games I'll just hit console and type quit. Sometimes.
Yep. But yeah, so yeah, we are at an hour 30. If anyone has any things they want to bring up before we do outros. Nope. Quiet? We're good?
Well, give me a sec, I guess. I'm good.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
I didn't know if you were asking. Sorry, I thought you were asking. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Really excited to share that. Hopefully next week we will have some information. The partners will have some information to share with everyone about dungeons.
Yeah.
I am pressing for that, as you guys probably know. I'm on their ass about it. Like, hey, give me some stuff so we can share to you for you guys. So so we're hoping that we'll have something out for next week. But everything seems to be all good. I'm not really expecting a delay or anything. So.
Yep. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the dungeons.
I'm just looking forward to see what new thing. Like, I don't even care if it's dungeons. I don't care if it's like, I just want the new things.
It'll be dungeons with a pet. There'll be another pet.
Yay! Yay! New
pet, but you need to learn how to murder.
Oh,
right.
Welp. But yeah, so that was again. Sorry guys, we have like a little bit of a shorter episode this time. But look forward to next episode. We might end up having way too much to talk about.
Right.
So yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out with us. We're gonna head over to our outros. Take it away.
Hello. You know who I am. I make guides. I write things. I've started doing some journaling stuff, like journalism stuff, with a contract through Icy Veins, and I started writing for MMOs. So that's really cool too. But you'll find me Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. If I'm not too busy, I will stream. Use American mornings. Simplest way. You can see the schedule on my Twitch. But most importantly is my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Teloril, or just look for Teloril. You'll find me.
You're up, Shock.
I'm streaming weekdays pretty much. Schedules over there for at 11 o'clock to 11:30, somewhere in there. I try to start consistently around 11:15 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, and yeah, you can come by to our settlement at any point and help us build roads. Or maybe even get us up to tier 5. We're slowly getting there, and that is, I guess, the About Me. You can find me on Twitch, as I just mentioned, and also YouTube, where I am going to put some more videos, different kinds, and I don't know. I'm going to see what I can do with my channel over there. I need to do more with it.
Oh, it helps if I'm not mute. Hi, I'm emberKat, also known as Ember or just Cat. You can find my info along the side here. So when you look on YouTube, it is emberKat TV, not just emberKat. There is some confusion there sometimes. Right now, I'm pretty much afternoons. So being Pacific time, I usually start right afternoon or close to it. Some days I stream 24 hours by accident, but I'm trying to get a little bit better at not doing that, so that I can actually take time to edit and put out more videos. I have an entire backlog of stuff that people have requested at this point, and I'm sorry that I haven't gotten those videos out for you yet, but hopefully soon. So check out the YouTube, and also if there's any if you this is your first BitCast, we do have the VODs over there, and you can check it out. And I was gonna say, I think that's everything.
We need to also mention, just if you want to have your settlement showcased,
Yes,
we have a link for a form you can submit, just so we can. It's hard to find all these places, so if you want to have one that you want to represent, or if one that you recommend, you don't even need to live there really. Just pop it in, and then we can take a look. So
yeah, thank you for mentioning
it's
that.
hard to find them all.
I forgot about it. I was like, we need more showcases. We need to see all of the pretties.
Today's ones were really, really cool, so I'd like to see more of them. I need you guys to put your things forward so we can see them.
No. Also, you might be a little intimidated by the ones you saw today. It is fine. This was the gardens section of Home Depot, pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, we love to see anything and everything.
Yeah.
If you have some go ahead.
I was going to say, even if you run across one that isn't yours and you want us to showcase it, we'll showcase it.
Or even if it's not even a settlement, there are some really gorgeous areas. So natural areas. Sorry, Tel, you don't have that in Region 5 anymore. But in the outskirts, there are some pretty natural region, I guess, landmarks. But yeah, so submit those. We love hearing from you. And yeah, our next episode, I have it written down here, and I should have been more prepared for this, is the 12th. So it'll be the week after.
Feature dungeons.
Yeah, so we'll have a lot to talk about, I'm sure, and we can troubleshoot and look at things and say what topics we have for next time. But until then, thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you for being here for this episode. Like I said, first episode, we do have the other two up on YouTube that you can check out. And yeah. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good morning. Have a good time zone. And we'll catch you when we're streaming, whenever that is. So, yeah. Goodbye, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah.